The Knicks able to win the opening tip, and we're underway here at Madison Square Garden. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Jay, last few drafts, the Knicks have gone younger. What do you like about Kevin Knox and his raw potential?
His upside. He just turned 19 on August 11th of this past summer, and what he did in Summer League blew my mind. Was first-team All-NBA Summer League, averaged 24 points shooting 47% from the field. This kid has every chance to be a star.
Knocks it down from mid-range.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill, and you still knocked it down.
Shot from in close, no good.
Nothing better than when the defense communicates to each other that the shot clock is down to 5. When they yell red, they apply even more pressure on the ball.
Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Trae Young bothered just enough there.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
New York Knicks basketball. Knocked loose. Hawks have it. Shot from the lane won't go. In the front court comes Smith. 8-0 is the score. A big finish at the rim. Safe to say, notice has been served.
Sometimes things go good. Other times, things go great. Everything going that team's way right now.
On a pass stolen by the Knicks. Knocked loose. Hawks come up with it. Dwayne Dedmon rocking the rim.
Just remember an old saying here. You're only as good as your last shot, and your last shot went in. So it's time to get going.
Smith with it up top. 10-2 the score. Short jumper stays out. Has a look. And the rebound taken in by Jordan. Slam dunk, Alonzo Trier.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Drives, but a shot won't go down. Knocked loose. Hawks have it. Cleans it up. DeAndre Jordan swats it. Gets a look. Can't hit. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam.
I don't think I could do that on the 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. DeAndre Jordan with a piece. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
4-3. Had to rush that one, and it's no good. Kevin Knox goes the high percentage route.
I don't know if a body on him would have prevented that bucket, but it at least would have let him know that you were there.
Doesn't have the touch. No good.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. He's looking for that touch. Hawks come up with it. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Knicks with the basketball. Knocked loose. And throws it down. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
For three. He got it off in time, but that shot no good. Kevin Knox powers it through. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Count the basket, and it could have been more. No whistle.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
The possession lies with New York. Jay, the Knicks searched long and hard for their next head coach. They chose David Fizdale. Why was this the right choice?
Well, first off, he's a two-time NBA champion as assistant coach with D. Wade and LeBron James from Miami Heat. And I got some time to spend with him down in Miami at D. Wade's fantasy camp. He is hard and very stern, but it comes from a brotherly place. His ability to build the right culture in New York will be imperative, but it all starts with that kind of teaching.
Smith into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Knocked loose. Hawks have it. It's a big finish. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Got it.
I don't think these kind of shots are tough for Trae Young. You see, he's always been the smallest guy on the court, so he's had to finish through the trees. He's a lot tougher than he gets credit for.
Knocked loose. Dwayne Dedmon sends it away. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Lets it fly from long range. Had to force that one, but it's no good.
Oftentimes, one of the ways to negate one of the best shooters in the game is to make him work off the ball. By making him work, you're taking his legs away from that shot.
Here's Atlanta. Short jumper misses. Knocked loose. Hawks come up with it.
Come on.
Count it.
It's going to be a long road back, I'm not going to lie to you. But it's only the first quarter, and that's exactly what you needed. You needed to see the ball go in a couple of times.
Knocked loose. And scores.
Now, I know you probably don't want to hear this, but you have to take it one possession at a time. You have to continue to chip away. It hasn't been the best first quarter, but if you get a couple more of those to drop, you'll find yourself right back in this ballgame.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes.
I got ball. Pick up.
He got a piece. Damian Dotson able to recover with the block. Has a chance, won't go. He can do better than that.
Woo! I like that intensity on that play. That's how you actually dig in the dirt and do your job on the defensive end.
Neely Kino with the basketball. It's an 8-point lead. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. Missed his first. That one goes.
Old school equals high percentage.
It's rebounded by Vonleh. Neely Kino into the front court. Looking to make something happen. And he throws it down. Power play by DeAndre Jordan. Feed the big fella. Point to the passer.
So good when you get everybody involved, in particular your bigs. You get them going, they'll run the court faster, and guess what? They'll set harder screens because they're actually in the game.
Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Hawks have it. Bazemore with the slam.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Hawks come up with it. Runner's good there.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Ntilikina with the basketball. Up by 6. Knocked loose. Won't go.
And I love when great coaches make their players play these games. Pop does it with the Spurs all the time. He doesn't want their players to see 24 seconds on the shot clock. He wants his players to see, let's get 24 stops in a row.
And the slam.
See, Ed, that's what I love. You don't need to conserve your energy. You attack that rim with ferocity. You always set the tone.
Ntilikina into the front court. They lead it. 4-point game.
Shot up, rebound.
Short jumper. Scary sight. DeAndre Jordan with the putback slam.
That's a DJ we all know and love.
It's Atlanta ball. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Pick up.
DeAndre Jordan sends it away. That's his 3rd block this evening. Driving right to the basket. He takes it right at them and scores. You have to fill in there.
Not a Ferrari, definitely not a Lambo, but hey, get you from point A to point B.
Oh, great defense there, forcing the pickup. And counted at the rim.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
It goes down.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Knocked loose. Hawks have it. Trying to cash in. The Knicks clear the board. Long heave from 3/4 court. That'll do it for the period. The Knicks have the lead. Jay, 1 quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
Both teams are trying to feel each other out, but I like the aggression that both teams established in the first quarter. This is the first quarter league. The way you play in the opening minutes really sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Tough make through traffic.
That boy's living his best life.
Possession lies with New York.
Big pick right there.
Knocked loose. Knicks able to recover. Shot by Moutier. It's off the mark. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Finishing inside the paint on that one. Knocked loose. Hawks come up with it. Jay, it wasn't that long ago. Atlanta won 60 games. Right now, what's the outlook for this franchise?
Well, the general manager, Travis Slank, has done a really good job in trying to build the culture, the right culture for the Atlanta Hawks. And that starts with their head coach in Lloyd Pierce. He got him as an assistant coach with the Philadelphia 76ers, and now he can also steal that tagline for the Hawks. It's time to trust the process all over again, but now in Atlanta, Georgia.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Now a drive, but the shot won't fall.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Ah, the monster stuff.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Knocked loose. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
It's not a travel if it looks pretty.
A lot of contact on that play. He plays through it and scores.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Not that time. Ntilikina with the basketball. Lead is 2. Knocked loose. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
I 100% guarantee you that was not the play call, but a bucket is a bucket.
Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over.
Oh, ferocious slam inside.
How about right after the dunk, he looks right over towards the bench, gets a call from the coach about what defense they're in, and then gets his team set. Those are people that are able to lead men.
Nothing going here on that drive. Rebound taken by the Knicks. Knocked loose. Hawks have it. And the basket good at the rim.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
New York in control of the basketball. Knocked loose. Hawks come up with it. That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
And count the basket inside.
Again, Ed, if you made it to this level, you're capable of doing things that normal humans could never do, even if you're not known for it.
Gets to the basket and scores.
Clearly. Not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor. Alex Len snatching it out of the air. It's the Hawks with the basketball. Going to launch beyond the arc. Had to rush that one, and it's no good. Knocked loose. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Jay, I'm going to say that you don't know this, but since 1980, the Hawks have drafted only 4 players to have appeared in the All-Star game. Doc Rivers, Kevin Willis, Al Horford, and Jeff Teague.
Well, how about a guy named Dominique Wilkins? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, interesting that you'd ask. Dominique Wilkins was actually selected by the Utah Jazz. Moutier into the front court. Down 4. Knocked loose. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
From the outside, no good. Basket's good. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
New York Knicks basketball. The pass set it all up.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you make your teammate look great, that's the difference between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Moutier with it up top. Trailing by 4. Hawks have it. Oh, emphatic slam.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Hawks come up with it. The shot, almost. Knocked loose. Hawks have it. Moutier into the front court. Now down 6. Oh, he had it.
Nothing better than when the defense communicates to each other that the shot clock is down to 5. When they yell red, they apply even more pressure on the ball.
Doesn't have the touch, no good. Knicks with the basketball. Knocked loose. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
Deep 2 there, won't go.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Now a whistle, and we'll get a timeout for the Knicks as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Alex Len, huge block.
You guarding me? Please give me the ball. Please give me the ball.
Count the basket at the rim.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Knocked loose. Hawks come up with it. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Smith now into the front court. Down a dozen. Here's Atlanta with the basketball. Beyond the arc for 3. That no good. Had no choice but to rush it there. Throws it down.
It's a new day in sports when you see little guards dunk the ball like they're big. That's called a 40-inch vertical.
I got ball, I got ball, I got ball.
Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Layup goes down. Well done.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Hawks have it. Nice finish at the rim.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
Another chance. Can't connect from in close. The possession lies with New York. Alex Len pins it. Knicks recover. DeAndre Jordan, look out. Hawks get it back. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Henry Ellenson rejects it. DeAndre Jordan tips it. Fourth this contest.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Knocked loose. Hawks come up with it. Count the basket inside. Coach of the Knicks signals for a timeout as he'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Knocked loose. And scores. Strong take.
This is basketball one-on-one. Play inside out. Give the big man the ball, and the rest of the court will open up. That was an easy lay.
Count the bucket for two.
It can only be one of two things here. One, the defender ran out of gas. Or two, this dude is just unstoppable.
So important to take care of the basketball. Easy two on the other end after the turnover. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Knocked loose. Hawks have it. They've got it in the open floor. Can't miss those.
And I love when great coaches make their players play these games. Pop does it with the Spurs all the time. He doesn't want their players to see 24 seconds on the shot clock. He wants his players to see, let's get 24 stops in a row.
Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there. But let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Smith now. He got it off in time, but that shot no good. And a put-back slam. That misses with 2 seconds to go. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
The Hawks put together a nice half and were rewarded with a solid lead. All right, back to the second half.
First half, very one-sided. What will the second half bring? We'll find out as we're underway. He was smothered and still gets it to go down.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Possession lies with New York. Slam dunk, Alonzo Trier. Here on their home floor, they're chipping away.
I mean, does this crowd have a pulse? Are they even alive? Sometimes when you make a play like that, your crowd needs to get you back in this ballgame.
Easy path to the rim.
You see, here's why versatility is so imperative for your offensive repertoire. If you're a one-trick pony as a defender, I know exactly how to defend you because you only do one thing. But if you have versatility, then the coach can put you in multiple looks within the offense, and then you can get it any way you want it.
Cashes in for two.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
Knocked loose. Hawks come up with it. Fires the three. Had to force that one, but it's no good. Smith with the basketball. His guys down big. Hawks have it. And the finish at the rim.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Knocked loose. Hawks come up with it. He was hacked. They let it go. Into the front court comes Smith. Down a bundle. Dennis Smith Jr. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
Ed, 2 years ago, I was sitting in the draft room absolutely shocked that Dennis Smith went at 9 in the draft. And when I think about this young man's game, he is just scratching the surface of what he can do. He finished tied for 4th among rookies in scoring last season, and I guarantee you his game is going to continuously go to different levels.
Rises for the slam.
I see this happen so much in the game. Just because a guy beats you off the dribble doesn't mean that you need to quit on the play. Stay in there, continue to be physical, even if you're behind the play.
Knocked loose. Hawks coming off a 24-win season, Jay, but not 1, not 2, but 3 first-round draft picks.
Yeah, they got a big-time shooter in Kevin Huerter from Maryland. They got Omari Spellman, who won a national championship with Villanova, highly utilized in pick and pop. And then they got a very polarizing pick in Trae Young, who set college basketball on fire, one of the most gifted scorers you have in this draft.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Here's a chance from long range. Had to rush that one, and it's no good. Slams it home on the putback.
If you know anything, it comes down to who wants it more. And right now, the offense is just hungry.
No good. Shot for Collins, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Hawks with the basketball. Shot from in close, no good. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Smith with it up top. He'll run the offense. Stuffs it down with authority. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Smith into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Can't connect. New York in control of the basketball. Shot won't go. Not that time.
Nothing better than when the defense communicates to each other that the shot clock is down to 5. When they yell red, they apply even more pressure on the ball.
Baseline drive. He gets it. Now the coach of the Knicks going to signal for a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with